You know what the November surprise is?
TYGA actually paying a bill?
That's it.
That would be a November.
It.
That's a surprise any month, actually. It would be any month that would be a surprise. But yes, TYGA has actually forked over a very large sum of money to settle his dispute with Jason at Beverly Hills.
The story on the website just a minute ago.
Yeah, he dropped over 100 grand. Now he's halfway there. So this was the judgment he owed to Jason at Beverly Hills for all that jewelry. Now I think remember Kylie got involved, and she was going to be have to sit through this deposition.
Well, we should explain that TYGA owed $200,000, didn't pay it, so they called him in for an examination of his assets, and what they said was, look, if we don't find out where you have your money hidden so that we can get it to satisfy the judgment,
then
we're going to haul Kylie in, and we're going to start asking Kylie about all those, quote, gifts that you gave her, and are they really gifts, and did she lie on social media, and did she pay for them? So it would have really embarrassed Kylie. So the heat was on TYGA to avoid that, and the only way of avoiding that
is to actually break out your checkbook.
But he didn't pay the whole thing, and this is like...
I think this is a victory. I mean, this is not just a moral victory. This is a victory. If you get TYGA to write a check for $100,000, you've got to see that as a victory.
No, that's huge.
Right?
I mean, this is a guy who's been getting cars repoed the last 6 months and has been, you know, dodging that type of stuff. So,
but you know what he needs to do, right?
Pay the other half.
Yeah, and that's but that's the question: is he really going to come up with half, or is he taking things to the brink and not paying until he absolutely positively must pay the money?
I think that when he sat through his debtor's exam and they started grilling him about Kylie, remember he said he got sick and he couldn't continue. I think that was a very real and sobering moment for him, that Kylie is definitely involved in this, and she's not going to be happy if she sits through it. So I think he's manning up and doing the right thing, and I have a feeling, and people I've talked to in this, that he's going to pay his debts that he owes.
I will bet so much money right now. He is not.
Really? Hold on.
He is not going to pay this.
Really? Okay. His deadline? His deadline is what? November 17th.
17th.
Okay. Okay. So he's got
November 16th. The money's not paid.
Well, wait. But it has to be paid on the 17th.
I understand that. And November 17th.
So you think the 16th it won't be paid? I'll agree with you on that. But
do you think Kris Jenner is going to ask him every single day? Did you pay that money yet? Did you pay that money yet?
Hey, where'd you get that coffee? How much did that coffee cost you?
That could have been gone to the
you know how much you could have saved right there?
I'm Marcus from Newport Beach, California. And what I don't understand is how TYGA would even let it get to that point where they have to subpoena Kylie into court to look further into TYGA's finances. I mean, does he really not have that money to pay for it?
Well,
I don't know whether he has the money or not.
The fact that he wrote the $100,000 today makes me feel like he had the money somewhere. I mean, did he just come into $100,000?
Or did somebody else pay the money?
I've been talking to some people on this, and from everything he said, it sounds like he definitely has money coming in, and he has money now. You know, with the cars and everything, that may be a separate issue. But
it's almost worse if he has money and just chooses not to pay and stiff everybody.
I think that's what it was seeming like.